Zdravíčko, striku, vítám tě tu, čauky, jak pak se máš? Já se mám dobře. Přímo naprosto skvěle, protože jsem se dozvěděl menší novinku. Tak, ale co se týče... Jinak Starfield měl menší update, nevím, jestli byl nějaký optimalizační, těžko říct. Zrovna jsem si ho stahoval tuhle před streamem a aktualizoval jsem si češtinu na 0.4.3. Tak uvidíme, jak moc to bude potuněný. Tak, trošku se napiju. Pač mám žloužu. A co my vlastně máme nebo nemáme? Já potřebuju... Mám pocit něco odvíst. Jo, tady je ta dodávka, mám na to 1 den 8 hodin. Reaktivní barvy do Sidonie a potom musím tady pro jednoho šéfíka donést nějaký dobrůdky. Do jeho krámku s... Do jeho krámku s jídlem. To budu si hodně těžko zvykat, že moje lodička už má cargo 15 000. Tak, nosnost 13,5, jak pak to? To nějak kleslo. Tam bylo 14 něco. Nevím, jestli na to má ještě něco nějaký vliv, nebo jestli jsem nějaký konťas nakonec odebral. Teď si nejsou úplně jistý. Měl bych prosbu, hraješ Diablo 4, udělal jsi teď příběh, máš level 51, jak bych měl teď postupovat, abych si začal zvedat gear, protože doteď jsem to nějak neřešil, bral jsem to podle item levelu. Takhle. Ty seš na jakým world tieru? Pořád 2 předpokládám. Nebo jsi hrál celou dobu na 1. Teď si zdal 2 teprv, OK. To je v pořádku. Jo, aspoň si to můžeš malinko otestovat mimo město, je to ochlup, ale jenom ochlup těžší než World Tier 1, ale tak samozřejmě na co se trápit s 2, když můžeš hrát 1, úplně v pohodě. Pokud máš teda dojetej příběh a i kdybys ho neměl dojetej, tak ty právě potřebuješ jít teďka do hlavního města. Já si nemůžu vzpomenout, jak se to tam jmenuje ve Fracture Peaks. Říkám to dobře, ne? Fracture Peaks je ta první mapa. A to město hlavní je, napověz mi malinko. Už je to nějaký ten pátek, co jsem hrál Diablo. Už je to nějaký ten pátek, co jsem to Diablo hrál, takže si úplně nejsem jistý. Jasný, prostě jsi v tom hlavním městě ve Fracture Peaks. A ty tam někde, jakoby nahoře, na severu toho města, bys měl mít takový dungeon, který oproti jiným dungeon, který oproti jiným je takový jakoby žlutej, má symbol té mřížky. Tomu se říká takzvaný capstone dungeon. tam vlastně potřebuješ zajít. Level na to máš, většinou tam lidi chodí na té 50. A musíš ho prostě kompletně dokončit. Na konci je boss. Tenhle první capstone dungeon je relativně Cathedral of Light, myslím si, že ano, je to ono. Takže ten prostě zajdi a jakmile ho splníš, tak si můžeš otevřít World Tier 3. Ve World Tier 3 ti začnou padat jakoby lepší druh gíru, sakredy, jestli se nepletu, sacred. A to tě samozřejmě pomůže ti to boostnout, jo. Sakredy jsou pak, myslím, už 4statový. Nevím, jestli žluťáky, ale legendárky možná už jo. Takhle vlastně půjdeš World Tier 3. Nejlepší je potom chodit ty ze začátku Helltidy. A nejvíc experience dostáváš. Aha, odměna za misi, paráda. Nejvíc experience dostáváš, pokud mobky jsou 10 levelů nad tebou. To znamená, pokud seš teď 51, tak ta Helltida, myslím, budou nějaký 64, 5 levely, jo, bude to o 13 levelů, ale ono je to o dost jednodušší, než to bývalo předtím. Takže bys to měl jako dávat, nevím, za co hraješ, ale jako mohl bys to zkusit. Po případě chodit klíče, to znamená Nightmare Dungeony, tak, aby prostě ty mobky byly 10 levelů nad tebou. Takhle budeš chodit až do nějakého levelu 71 až 3, nevím, nejsou si jistý, tak zhruba taky na nějakou tu 70, možná 75. A pak se chodí druhý capstone dungeon. Ten není v Cathedral, to není Cathedral of Light, to se ti zase vysvítí nějaké jinačí, někde jinde, teď už si úplně nespomínám, kde přesně byl, jestli byl nahoře, jak se to tam jmenuje, Skoglen? Tyjo, lovím to z paměti úplně ty názvy. Myslím, že ve Skoglenu, anebo dole v Havezáru, těžko říct. Prostě tam bude další, ten si budeš muset zajít. A tím si otevřeš World Tier 4. A ve World Tier 4 už ti padají, myslím, ancestrálky. A to je ještě vyšší typ gíru. Takže ty vlastně... Pro tebe teď je prioritní World Tier 3. Nazbírat si nějaký sakredy. Jen tak nějaký jako decentní. Nemusíš to úplně minmaxovat, protože stejně potom vymění za ty ancestrálky. To je úplně nejlepší gear. Ale teďka momentálně tě čeká nějaká farma do levelu 75. To je asi tak vše, co bych ti řekl k boostování toho gearu. Jo, jinak to zatím nejde. No a pak samozřejmě, když už máš 75, World Tier 4, tak prostě zase farmiš do 100. A potom vlastně nejlepší geary ti padají z Nightmare klíčů, ale těch jako vysokých už. No, jenže tam už potřebuješ mít fakt jako 100, nějaký dobrý ancestrálky napadaný. Samozřejmě legendárky a tak dál, no. Jdeš penetračního rangera. Ale si myslím, že bys to měl dát, hele, vůbec bych se toho nebál. Jej, teď jsem byl na Marsu, mohl jsem si tam něco prodat. To je jedno. Tam byl aspoň ten kiosek, že jo. Já jsem se teď dozvěděl, že Squee, alias Veverka, která vlastně udělala překlad na Valhalu, a teďkon v podstatě i ten Starfield, že on je úplně Starfield a teďka tu Valhalu, sice není kompletní s DLCčkama, takže vlastně bude dělat na Assassin's Creed Mirage češtinu, takže jsem moc rád, protože si aspoň toho Assassina, tu Mirage pěkně užijeme. Jo, takže zase tenhle bug. Asi budu muset přestavět trošku tu plošinu, protože se mi to takhle buguje. Aha, já bych teoreticky mohl udělat tohle. a tohle. Tím to fixnout, jo, dobrý. No a prostě tu češtinu si můžeme užít pěkně od začátku hnedka. Což je úplná parádička. Welcome to Killa City. Když by mohli opravit ten FPS drop v těch městech, celkem se těším na nějaký ten optimalizační patch. Těch češtin bude víc, no nevím. Třeba Pařanský ráj se od toho bude distancovat, takže od nich to nebude. Jo, on jakoby řekl, že když to teda jakoby robí ona, tak jí to jako prostě nechá. A jestli nějaký jiný skupiny se do toho budou pouštět, to nevím. Tak ono vesměs, víš co, on celkově jako řekl, že ty Ubisoft hry nějak jako vynechá, no. Jo, protože prostě furt jako lidi říkají, že ty Ubisoft hry, že si strašně blbě do toho dělají češtině a já nevím co všecko. A ona prostě úplně easy peasy udělala Valhallu, jo. Sice ten základ, jo, protože třeba nevlastní ty DLCčka, ale prostě udělala to. Povedlo se jí to. A jestli pro ostatní týmy je prostě složitý udělat Ubisoft češtiny, tak jako pokud ona je bude dělat, hele, why not? Mně to nevadí. Důležitý je, že to bude, že jo?
Welcome to Chunks. Please choose your chunks. I don't know. Smaller chunks? Huh. I thought it was a joke at first, but yet here you are. Let me get that for you. But maybe next time you can ask him to make it last longer, so I don't have to keep doing this so often.
Tak mu dej větší množství a je to, ne? A nebudeš muset posílat omáčku každých, tyjo, nevím, 10 dní. Ale kdyby se nějak prostě pospojovali všichni ti, co dělají to AI a jakoby nejeli nějaký soukromničení, tak prostě by to byla topka, že jo. Jo, že třeba jakoby někdo je víc šikovnější ve psaní těch skriptů, jakoby vytahování textů, což jako třeba asi možná ta Skví jako umí. Zase Ruda má armádu těch komunitních editorů, takže prostě ti dva, kdyby to dali dohromady, tak si myslím, že by to byl docela slušný přínos, jakoby pro češtiny, pro komunitu. No, takže máme Vomajdu. To znamená, že my teďka potřebujeme doručit. Tak já potřebuji do Solu. A přesněji na Titan. Jenže tady jde o prachy, víš jak, čím víc lidí, tím víc problémů. Nevím, kolik v tom mají prachů. Jestli vůbec jako, ale tak asi jo, víš co zase, že jo. Určitě v tom jako něco je, to chápu. Jako Ruda to odstartoval, že jo. Minimálně splnil ten cíl, který si zadal, A to říkal od začátku, že prostě jemu nějak extrémně nevadí, jo, kdyby prostě to dělalo víc lidí, jo. Ty češtiny, on jich vydal už prostě tunu, těch AI češtin, on s tím začal a jeho cíl bylo právě, aby lidi zjistili, že to jde, když chcou. A čím víc skupin to bude dělat, tím víc češtin bude, že jo? A pak když si to tak nějak jako přerozdělej nějakým způsobem, tak jako, hele, proč by ne? Furt někdo se může třeba specializovat na ty Ubisoft hry, někdo může dělat prostě něco jináčího, hele, to už, anebo to můžou dělat všechno naráz, hele, ono je to vesměs fuk. Jak kdo to bude stíhat, že jo?
Hey, you're back. People, welcome back. Is that special sauce I smell?
Vaše žena vlastní hostinec uhnědé okolí, jak jste mohl pracovat pro konkurenci?
Chunks pays me pretty well. And between you and me, Anya's doing all right herself. Plus, we got this plan, you know? We want to see if we can introduce some of Anya's famous cooking to the Chunks lineup and pitch it to corporate. Imagine Anya's delicious food in every Chunks restaurant across the settled systems. And people are bound to come visit her place to see where it all started. It's a win all around. Ooh, yeah, you got me that sweet, sweet sauce. Not that it tastes sweet, it's actually kind of tangy. Thanks again. Now, no one's gonna mind if I sneak a pack or two for myself, right?
Tak, výborně, 3000 kreditů. A co se týče teda téhle kolonie a vedlejšáků, tak to máme. Hele, vzhledem k tomu, že přišly nějaký opravy, tak já si zkusím zaletět do Neonu. Jestli už náhodou tohle NPCčko není v pořádku. Bylo by to super. Ale nic si o to neslibuju. Teď nevím, kde je Neon. Jo, ve Voli. OK. Tady. Boom. Madame Sauvage's place. Bohužel. Je furt nahoře. Jako, on to asi není bug. Tady jde o to. Aha, hele. Takže byl to bug. Dveře zamčeny a vyžaduje klíč. Předtím to tady bylo jako, že prostě to nejde otevřít. Takže čistě teoreticky. Já to tady teďka můžu vypáčit. Akorát tady furt sedí tahle frajerka. Toto se odemyká jinde. Cože? Jakože vota. Vyžaduje klíč, aha. Tak tady je asi myšlený jináčí klíč. No dobrá, no. Takže v pořádku.
Maybe you'd like to try a velocity? Something special for...
A pochybuju, že tady bude nějaký klíč přímo u ní. A nebo bych se musel naučit kapsářství a štípnout jí to prostě z toho, že jo. Štípnout jí to z kapes. Ano, ten klíč prostě nějakým způsobem je někde tady strčený a já ho jenom prostě nevidím, že jo. To je taky možnost. Samozřejmě ne, lady. Ukradené umělecké dílo, jo. Tak já nevím, jestli to třeba nemám šlohnout. Tady je vývrtka, nevím co všecko, ale prostě klíč k těm dveřím ani náhodou. A popravdě já nevím, kde ho vzít, že jo. Tak to asi nebudu řešit, no. Tady už jsem se jako o tohle pokoušel několikrát.
Love your fit. What a city, am I right? I'm a free spirit, yo. A wanderer. I go wherever the wave takes me. But if there's two places I vibe with most, it's the bars and the market. Aurora's my mistress, but fashion's my heart, so I'm always checking in on the latest trends.
V Diablu ten Shadowhunter bude s novou sezonou, hele to ani nevím, jestli něco takového má být, já jsem se o to teď moc nezajímal, co bude v další sezóně. Ale když to máš puštěný, za jak dlouho končí teď ta aktuální?
Even back on Sol, my ancestors were island people. And Volii Alpha being an ocean world, I feel their spirits with me. When I was a kid, my parents used to dress me in these old man sweatsuits because it was all we could afford. But even then, my sense of style was always there, deep in the marrow, you know? It got so bad I started cutting up my clothes to make my own. When I finally could afford some new threads, it was like meeting my soulmate in person after a decade of loving her from afar.
Toho bude strašně moc teďka. V podstatě za měsíc, teď už za necelý měsíc, vyjde Mirage. Bude teda druhá sezona na Diablu, potom má vycházet třetí sezóna na Vovku Dragonflight. Boha jeho, teď je ta čeština do té Valhaly, hele, já jsem úplně v háji. Nevím, co dřív. But the corpse can put up 1,000 billboards and they still won't define what lights up the street. We do. Ne, prostě musí se postupně, no, co na to říct.
Peace.
It'll change your life.
Nevím, nemůžu si pomoct, prostě nic tam nevidím. Tady žádný klíč. Tady ještě rested room, ale pochybuji, že by ho tady někde našel. Dobře, takže tady prostě nevím. Tady prostě nevím, co mám, jak se mám dostat k tomu Bridgesovi. Možná jsem někde něco přehlíd. Přeslech. Kde ho získat. OK, jdeme teda zpátky do Solu. Rozhlídnout se po nějakých městech. Tak, Mars. Ano. Mars je určitě jedno, pak je tady Europa. Sidonia. Ještě jedna věc. Možná než jumpnu do jiného systému, tak ještě mrknu za obchodníkama, protože vím, že jsem spal. Nebo jako spal, že jsem... Čekej, Bayou Plaza. Jo, že jsem vychrápával, když jsem byl v Akile. Že jsem přetáčel jakoby čas, čekal jsem tam 2x jeden den na nějaký tákovinky, takže vlastně tady jsou šopeři, kteří by teoreticky už mohli mít plno. Pěkně kredity. Jasně, má 11 000, nádhera. Takže prodej, zbraně ne. Obleky všechno máme v pohodě. Zdroje neprodáváme, ostatní je taky v cajku. Ale zásoby lodi, to je úplně jiný kafíčko. Tady těch zbraní mám úplně randál a potřebuji se toho zbavit. 12kilová mrcha. 1000. Teď něco za 870. Mám tady něco, 6kilovou pistolku, paráda. Musím si nějak vydělat na ten bejvák, který jsem koupil v Akile. To víte, něco to stálo. Sieghertz Outfitters, jo super, ten taky něco bude mít. Kdyby jen aspoň pár tisícovek. Takže prodej lodi a má 5000. Ale Beowulfy, všech 6. 1364, tady 1323, prostě úplně ideálka. To víte, no, prachy musí týct. Výstavní síň, tady nic nezískám. Emporium, co je Emporium? Co je Emporium? To bude nějaká výstava, ne? Tam nechci. Která bruje kafe, tam nic neprodám, Galbank mě nezajímá. Tak, musím na druhou stranu. Věznice ne. Enhance jenom na vylepšení. Farárka má tady jenom pokoje. Medical ode mě nic nekoupí. Mining. Hornická liga. Teoreticky by mohl něco. Doufám, že nejenom rudu.
Hello, I appreciate your kind. Certainly, my friend.
Jop. Takže prodej, zásoby lodi. Ten má taky 5000, takže jako něco málo z něj vytřískáme, ale nebude to žádný zázrak. 2200, super. A tady mám hrozně moc v těch zbraních, jako.
Come back soon, my friend.
Ale furt se nemůžu zbavit těch drahých, protože já všechny shoppery jako vytřískám na počtu těch malých a výsledek Freestar Rangers no.
You should have seen the look on deck. Hey there. Welcome to... Of course.
A pak nestihnu prodat ty drahý, no. $3000, tady je za 1600, hele, 1539, ale 1495, takže jo, nakonec se tak nějak jako dohodneme.
Watch your back out there.
Ještě jsem nebyl u jednoho frajera. Jo, ten byl tady někde naproti, ne? Takový ten, jo, tady je. Tady ho máme. Ten by mohl mít 11. Dokonce 12,5. Takže prodej z lodi. Ten chce hlavně zbraně, takže... Přesně to je vončo. Takže dostaneš tady 3, 3, 2, 6, 2, 6 a no, to jsem možná trošku přestřelil. 900 mu hold zbyde, no. Nevadí. A něco málo jsme mu střelili. Tak, Anion je totálně vyždímanej. Ještě samozřejmě rampa. Rampa McQuack. Ještě máme kiosek, který je vyloženě na přistávací plošině, který má 5000. Takže tam se dá ještě něco malinko střelit, ale... Když dám 4-2, tak to je velký přepal. Ale pistolet, co má damage 100? To je taky jako randál. $1461. No, to tady bohužel nic není, no. To tam zbyde, no. Teď už to bude těžký docela vybírat, tak abych vyždímal plných 5000, ale dobrý. Takže tam dáme opět sol. Já nevím s tou Sidonií, jestli jsem tam byl úplně všude. Myslím, že snad jo. Teramorfové se objeví pouze na planetách, kde lidé žijí po generace. Nemusí to být nutně pravda. Máme tu písečnou bouři. Tady je stále těch 79, no. Dobře, tentokrát se tady malinko porozhlídnu. Hydraulická svorka, tady robot Makávo 106. Zdravíčko, pane.
We got some of the best. What do people? More engine parts
to jsou jen mechanici, mě nic neřeknou. Tady našel nějaký časák, bylo by to fajn, ale není tu nic. Jen prostě nějaký skladiště opravná nebo něco takového. Dobrý, to si můžeme odškrtnout ze seznamu. Tady naproti je bar. Ten jako popravdě asi tady taky nic nenajdu. Horník, specialista, sami specialisti. A Jack. Pro něj jsme už úkol dělali, takže nic. A Právě nevím, jestli jsem Sidonii už tak nějak jako procházel nebo ne. Ale myslím si, že snad asi už jo. Obytná budova. Ale Trade Authority. Ten určitě bude mít prašule, samozřejmě 11 000, takže pojď. Krásně se to tady vybírá. 4400, to chce 2,2. 2300, tady 2256, nádhera. Už to mizí, už to mizí. Ani nevím, kolik z toho mám prachu teď. Vydá.
I'm in what you might call the Special Liaisons Department. When the TA needs to deal with, let's call them organizations that tend to fly below the radar, that's where I step in. I keep my own hours and the pay is good. So who the hell am I to complain? You bet your arse we do, love. You've got all these dusties crammed into this tin can of a city scrambling to use their profit shares to pay their bills. If they have a thin month in the mines, the credits are still due. So we're here to buy anything and everything people want to sell. And I do mean everything, if you catch my meaning. Not that I'm admitting to anything, of course. Sure. Mission board's where you should go if you're looking for your one-and-done freelance jobs. You'll tend to find them at local watering holes near spaceports, like the Broken Spear here in Sidonia. Well, it's been fun.
No, takže to jsme si v podstatě jen pokecali, ale ještě tady máme nějaký prostory. Haleme se, toho jsem úplně mysnul.
Oh, not here for a delivery, are you?
Jo, tak tady to je. Semka mám vlastně odvízt ten vzorek Teramorfa, ale...
Do you now? Well, I do wish I could help you, Captain, but Dr. Walker has been missing for some time.
A shame, too. We had such high hopes for Percival. I brought him on myself to do medical and biological consulting around the city. Not the sort of work the Trade Authority traditionally does. But we thought it had the potential to become a whole new type of revenue stream for our branch. I invested no small amount of personal capital into the endeavor. But then he decided to run off after a discipline issue. I presume the miners have him hidden somewhere. Plenty of cracks on this old rock. But at this point, it's probably for the best. They were all devils. Red Devils. A UC Marine unit based here on Mars, though they were disbanded shortly after the Colony War. I presume a number of them served alongside Dr. Walker. Bonds forged in battle and all that. Dr. Walker decided to start brewing and selling his own pharmaceuticals to our customers.
Vlastní léky, jo, vařil perník.
Something his contract expressly forbade. As such, we requested our cut of the profits and began garnishing his salary. Perhaps a little too severely, but well within legal limits. It was around then that he ran off, abandoning his duty and his unpaid accounts.
That won't be necessary. The Trade Authority isn't interested in employing someone so unreliable. But we would like the money he owes us. If you can convince him to pay his debts, we'd be most grateful.
Oh, someone owes you bloodthirsty leeches money? Oh, I'm sorry, that's rude of me. I should apologize for insulting the leeches.
Kolik dluží?
Why? Feeling charitable? I don't recall the exact figure off the top of my head, but with the interest it's accrued, I believe it's something substantial. So if you were able to find him and convince him to clear his accounts, you would have our honest gratitude.
You want to help the Trade Authority? You know who these guys are, right?
Wonderful. I suggest paying a visit to the Sixth Circle, what I suppose is technically a bar on the lowest level of the city. If anyone knows where Percival is, the miscreants there would. But I would urge caution. They're not a group known for their hospitality.
No, takže jemu se to moc nelíbí, že jim pomáhám. Ale tak, víš co, hele. To já asi tak dvakrát moc řešit nemusím. Už jsem myslel, že to je časák, když jsem viděl zelenou složku. Tak, co pak máme tady nahoře? By the way. Zamčíno, jo? Přede mnou není nic zamčený. Tak. Jdem to zbourat. Co potřebujeme? 2 a 1. Takhle 2 vedle sebe. Najdu něco takového. Jo, tady. Super. Tak. 3 a 1 neuplatním. 2 taky ne. Tři samotný, bohužel. Jak to udělat? 2 samotný taky nejsou. Tyhle 3 to nikde neudám též. No, jsem z tohle trošičku jako na vážkách, opravdě. Takhle. Pak takhle, použiju jednotku. Teď. Tyhle 3 by se tady daly a nějaký 2 od sebe. Asu v háji. Tak, odejít. Budu potřebovat další klíč. Tam jsem udělal někde nějaký error. Jakože těžký. Tohle až úplně ve spodu. Tak já nevím, hrabe mi? Takhle. Teďka 2 a 1 nahoru. Tak 2 u sebe. Bohužel. tady už takový nemám. Takže třeba takhle 2. A já to nedám normálně. To je prostě špatně. Ovšem, tenhle sem 100 propatří. Expert už je trošku těžší, no, co si budem povídat. Ale už se tam dostávám a vypadá to velmi, velmi nadějně. Jsme tam. Já jsem si toho sama tak lek. Polokovou destičku beru. Cože, kdo mě viděl? Aha. A zabásli mě. To ne. Doufám, že to není to vězení. A boha jeho. To si děláš srandu, to se nemůže sejvovat častějc. Dáš? O jasně no, to jsou víceméně teďka 11 minut zpátky. Lol. Ach jo.
Come back anytime.
Well, if you're here to broker a deal, sure. You'll tend to find.
Bla bla bla, takže dobrý, že to můžu zase proskákat.
And I do me. I'm in what you might. When the TA, I keep my own. Leaving already?
Invoices can be collected from the...
Oh.
Worked.
A shame. Not the sort of work I invested. But then, I presume them, but... They were all devil. I presume enough. Dr. Walker decided to stop. Something his... Perhaps a little too. That's correct. Well, he did leave his post. Why? I don't recall it. So if you were...
Wonderful. I suggest if anyone knows...
Dobrý, jsem tady není, takže nemohl držkovat. Tak, uložím si to. A jdem to zase otevřít. Znovu. Bohužel, já vím. Je to hrozný utrpení, ale nedá se svítit. A taky tady nikde nejsou dvě u sebe, takže to je prostě špatná volba tohle. Dvě a jeden ne. Ten tady sedí. Dvě naproti sobě mám. Jedna, dva, tři. Jsme tam. Tak. Teď si to asi uložím vyloženě nějak třeba na hlavní.
That's mine. Give it back.
Hey, give that back.
Oznámení. Jak mě jako mohli vidět tady? Tak tady asi nic nešlohnu, no. Bohužel. Ledaže. Zůstanu pěkně ve stealthu. Kudlánka je naprosto boží. Krásný. Vyčořeno a nikdo by mě neměl chytit, teoreticky. Nazdar strážnej, jak se máš? Je to dobrý, jsem v suchu.
The governor is in currently. Hello. Do you have business with Governor Hurst? I see. Well, luckily, Governor Hurst... You're very welcome.
I couldn't be prouder than to govern the UC's first major space call. Sorry, we have to cut this conversation.
Tak, to bych měl. Co se nachází tady? Jo, kancli. Jseš mi povědomej, prej. Oh my. Tak, nějaký žádosti. Jsem všechno schválil. Tak, tohle by bylo. Tady se jde směrem dolů. Jo, to je enhance. Nechci, ne díky. Občan. Plynová.
The next gobshite miner who walks in here fancying me for lack of better options is gonna need enhanced to put their face back together.
Let me guess. You're here because you were working a cutter, accidentally nipped your thumb off, and you need me to reattach it again?
Mám pár děr po kulkách, které potřebuji zašít.
Well, that's a relief. You'd be surprised. Happens at least once or twice a week. Sorry. I tend to think the worst, since the overwhelming majority of my patients come here to treat entirely preventable accidents. I know it's my job to help people, and I love doing it, but I do wish they'd be a little more careful down in the mines. I'm Dr. Flynn. What can I do for you today?
Tak, co by pro nás mohla udělat?
I've often wondered why myself. I've got some theories. From what I hear, the equipment's supposedly not in the best shape, so that's part of it. But I also happen to know the miners can get very competitive, since their bonuses are determined by how well they exceed their quotas.
Aha.
So that leads to a bunch of meatheads going out of their way to avoid following safety precautions and taking shortcuts to squeeze out a little extra job performance.
To je pravda, to moc bezpečný není.
That's what it is.
You know, I've been saying that going on 10 years now. You'd think I'd take me own advice, open up my own practice on a nice, safe world, maybe settle down with someone. I'd be much happier, for sure. But the truth is, the pay is exceptional here, and all these careless Egypts keep me busy. Maybe it's enough to stay with it and retire early instead. Bollocks! Is that how I come off now? Work's getting to me, I suppose. It's just... You see, no one on this bloody planet seems to follow basic safety precautions. It's always, Dr. Flynn, reattach me arm, or help me with this frostbite. Well, maybe if you took the time to properly dress yourself for the outside, you wouldn't be losing your fingers, you Egypt. Sorry for the rant, just for a change, I'd rather be treating a common cold, and not some horrific yet entirely preventable accident. Take care. Excuse me.
Tak tam mi asi taky nic moc neřekne. Tak, co máme tady? A hleme se, to bude nějaký shopper. Výborně, našel jsem dalšího kupčíka.
Hello, welcome to the Sidonia UC Exchange. The best goods, all courtesy of the United Colonies, straight to all of the wonderful UC soldiers, workers, and other citizens. I've got a little of this, a little of that, And maybe a little of some other things you wouldn't expect to find at the UC shop, But that's because I try to provide for everyone here. So, please, browse my stock and let me know what I can get for you, friendo.
Kdyby člověk věděl, že tady je další obchodník.
Ah, yes, it is the accent. I have been asked this before. Do not worry, I take no offense. From a very young age, I spent most of my life among the stars, aboard one ship or another. I picked up many ways of speaking, many languages. Because of this, the way I speak sounds strange to some, but that is the price I pay for knowing all the languages I do. The UC, my employer, they try to furnish my exchange with plenty, but other planets, they need more, so we need to make do with what we get. But me, I have other ways of getting goods to sell, and so I do. I get a little bit of this and that from here and there, and that is how I provide for you and me. You understand?
Samozřejmě, rozumím.
Do I have any good deals, you say? Friendo, I am full of good deals. My prices may be fixed by UC pencil pushers many worlds away, but I may find ways to work with you. For example, I buy things to refurbish and resell. You bring me these, I give you credits, and we make deals. Oh, friendo, you have no idea. You see, not only do I sell goods for the United Colonies, I also need to receive the shipments, stock the shelves, manage the inventory. Why, even now I have this big delivery. Tracking says it is here, but it is clearly not here. I don't see it, do you? The ship is out in the desert of Mars, not where it should be. Ship services tells me they can look at it, but I need my goods soon, and they're taking too long.
Výborně, máme questík.
Please, no. Have you ever dealt with them? I have. Too much bureaucracy, everything takes too long. Some of the goods are perishable. You could do this for me much faster. And you seem better equipped than I to deal with any problems you may find on board. What happened? I don't know. The ship was marked as approaching, then it landed somewhere out there, and that was the last I heard. Did it crash? I hope not. But maybe, yes it did. That would be terrible. My shipment would be ruined. And the ship's crew. Oh, how tragic. What if? But we must not assume. We must be sure. And we must get my shipment. That is also important. Let's not forget. Oh, just various crates of supplies. Nothing unusual. You see what I have in stock, yes, friendo?
Prostě nějaký kontraband.
The people here, they need their supplies. And I need to sell them supplies. And without that shipment, neither can happen, right? You could, yes? This is what I hoped when we talked. If you go to where the ship was last seen, you could look at it. Find out what happened. Take care of anything on board that shouldn't be there. Pirates, killer robots, heat leeches, whatever. And check the crates to make sure nothing is broken. Then come back to me, so I can send someone to recover the shipment and get to selling. Easy as peasy, as they say.
Jasně, najdi loď a vyčistí od nějakých těch neřádů. Super.
You did not find my cargo ship yet, I take it?
Ale mrknu, co máš na skladu. 5700 kreditů, hele, to není špatný. Aha, můžu mu prodávat ty kradený zbraně, no tak to je paráda. Hned nějaký kradený střelím. Zdroje, nuláky a tak, to nechci. Ostatní. Ne, ještě z lodí. Ještě z lodí. Má 2700, tak možná něco střelíme. Třeba tady za 2-3. Takhle vyluxovanou loď už jsem dlouho neměl. Což je na jednu stranu dobře. byl předtím ten cápek, s kterým jsme řešili nějaký ten úkol pro Ryužina. A tady není vůbec nic už. OK. Kam vede tohle? Vyber si patro. Hlavní úroveň podzemí 1, podzemí 2. Och. To bude možná ještě docela zajímavý. Sidonia, obytná budova. Zkusíme tam vlízt a uvidíme. Vím, že jsem tam jeden questík myslím už dělal. Zvláštní, dveře zamčeno, aha. Aby jsme se podívali. Čukyťuk, kdo pak je doma? Ne, tady 2 nepůjdou. Bych potřeboval takhle 2. Kus od toho a naproti. Ty brďo. Nebo 2 blízko a 2 vzadu? Ne. Dobře. Takže takhle budou asi tyhle 2. Hotovo. Páni, či jsou to komnaty? Izotopový chladivo si vemu. Díky. Počítač guvernéra Hursta. Dobře, mrkneme na to. Tak prej ne. Takhle 4 a tady jsou 2 u sebe. Dobrý. To je hezky, ale žádnou jedničku nemám, takže to tam takhle jako na hulváta úplně dát nemůžu. Děkuji. Fiasku, bla bla bla. Rychlá laskavost. Tamara, uvidíme se. Osobní poznámky, co dělat. Hezký. Co zajímavého, digitální klíč. A jinak doufám, že tady nechňapnu někoho, kdo zrovna bude tlačit. Jo, tady je Anja i Manny.
I heard you put up Renee's drawings. Pretty cool. When I get older, I'm gonna work in the mines, like my dad did. You did? Wow, that's pretty cool of you. I'm sure she really appreciates that. I know I do. I didn't know people just did that sort of thing. When I grow up, I'm gonna try and find someone else who needs help like that. And give them money, like you did. I guess some adults are cooler than I thought. Later then.
Tak co, Aňo? Sorry, že tě ruším ze spaní.
Welcome back. I know he does. I just wish I could do more for him. Thanks for the chat.
Aha, to bylo rychlý. Jo, tady ten cápek s těma knihama.
There are worse ways to live. Ooh, yeah. I'm probably not the best person to ask about this. I mostly stay inside, watch movies, read books, and hang out with my friends. But there's a couple of bars around here. One's for the mine workers and one for everyone. Some people like hiking around Mars. It's a cool planet for that, I hear. People just kind of make their own fun here. New Atlantis, this ain't. What's that supposed to mean? But just because I look like I couldn't bench press a stick of raw spaghetti, I don't fit in here? Nah, just kidding. I got some issues that prevent me from working, and modern medicine could only help so much. I was offered an experimental treatment, and unfortunately, instead of getting cool superpowers, I got more medical conditions. But it's okay. They offered me this condo and set me up with enough money to get by without working. I live pretty well, all things considered. Bored? Are you kidding me? I got more entertainment at my fingertips than I'll ever finish, even if it takes forever to get to Sidonia. I don't think I'll ever be bored. And I'm certainly not going to waste my life working if I don't have to. I try not to let it get me down. Right now, I'm just focused on living the best life possible. I may have been dealt a shit hand of cards, but I decided to say, screw that! I'm gonna play however I want instead. Though some things would be easier if I wasn't bound to my home. Well, I don't have the kind of money to pick up and leave. And otherwise, I kind of like it in Sidonia. My friends live here.
A navíc proč by odcházel, když tady má bejvach zdarma, že jo?
I'm no millionaire. Besides, I share my money. I blow it all on games, movies, comics, books, and other stuff for me and my friends. I feel like it's better to spend it now. Create good memories for us.
No.
Yeah, thanks. You too. Nice to have visitors. I recently binged a bunch of older flicks from before people left the system. A lot of them still hold up. Oh, tracked down another volume of Dragon Star Force. I'd definitely appreciate it if you could help me out again. Oh, thanks. You're really doing me a huge favor.
Kup si knihu Dragon Star Force někde. Super. Jo, tady jsou tihle dva. Já teda můžu jít ještě níž.
Do you ever get songs stuck in your head? Sometimes I have to make up my own. Do you want to hear the song I just made up? I think they'll really like them. I mean, come on, you've seen Space Frog. He's so cute! Maybe this time, people will like my drawings so much that no one will take them down. Maybe they'll be up forever. And ever. And ever. Oh my gosh, what if they're there forever and people like him so much they make him a real Space Frog cartoon? Or like, toys for kids to play with. Or both.
No dobře.
See you later, alligator.
Tak, tady žádný časák není. Jo, ten kniha Světlo hvězd. Ale kde to jsem? Nižší patro, jo. Alias Velké bludiště, no. Centrální centrum. To je dobrý popis. Ale časáček. Dále zvyšuje velikost zásobníků a šanci na kritický zásah zbraní u všech zbraní spojenecké výzbroje. Nádhera. Tak se mi to líbí, tak to mám rád. Dobře, co ty jsi zač? Ten UC Marine. Chris Cullen. By mohl něco chtít.
I don't mind it too much. Things can be rough here, but that's sort of why I like it. I'll admit though, that I'd like to be stationed somewhere else someday. Not that I don't like it here, but I'd like to see what else is out there. Not sure if I ever wanted to be a Marine per se. This is just where life took me. Growing up, all I ever wanted to do was leave New Atlantis and see the settled systems. Joining up with the Marines was the easiest way to do that. Best decision I've ever made. What? Do you mean I'm not miserable like them? Guess not. Yeah, it might not be the most glamorous post and the work can be tough, but it sure beats the hell out of whatever I'd be doing back home. Writing papers, presentations, doing spreadsheets? Nah, that's not for me. I'm happy to be here, and I wish my family would understand that. Yep, my family doesn't like that I joined up with the Marines, but nobody's more worried than my sister. Feel bad. Her birthday's actually coming up, but I'm not able to visit her. She's gonna be worrying about me on her birthday. Actually, maybe you can help me with that. Would you mind giving her birthday presents the next time you're in New Atlantis?
Paráda.
A bit nosy, are we? I'm just kidding. I'd like to know what I'm carrying with me as well. I'll pack some Sidonia souvenirs for her. Dumb things, like some dust and rocks and stuff. She likes those sorts of things. I also wrote her a letter. I just wanted to know that I'm doing okay and that she doesn't have to worry about me so much. Awesome. You're making my life a whole lot easier right now. Thanks for doing this. And tell her I said happy birthday.
Takže třetí questík.
Goodbye.
Subterranean particle detonation imminent. Be advised to secure loose articles and find stable ground or remain seated in the event of unforeseen
UC Marine. Bude asi taky.
In 5,
To bych bral, ale... Boom. No, rozhodně se s těma výbuchama nemazlej. Potřásal se to tady opravdu slušně. Tak, dobře, tady bylo co? Ty záchody. Tady... teda ty UC Marines. Výtah. Co ty seš zač?
Can you believe some people just throw stuff away when it gets old or busted? Hi, welcome to Jane's.
Zajímavý oči, děvče.
100% independent one-stop shop. I apologize if I'm a little distracted. I'm currently dealing with a little issue, but please let me know if there's anything I can get for you. Yep, that's me on the sign, Jane. I operate one of the few independent, non-franchise businesses in Sidonia. I've scrimped and saved for years to build up my little shop. Literally, when I started, it was barely a kiosk, and I was selling loose machine parts, scrap metal, bottled water, whatever I could get my hands on. And my hope one day is to keep expanding to other planets. I've already got a small logistics subsidiary in the works for shipping cargo. Lack of options, I suppose. I was born on Mars. I never knew my mum. She left when I was little. My dad took good care of me, but he died when I was 14, so I had to fend for myself. Those years were the hardest. The shop began as a way to survive, and it's been successful, so I've stayed with it. You have no idea. Every time I feel like I'm getting ahead, something happens to knock me back down. But unless you're some sort of merc, I'm not sure you can help. See, I saved up to get a new ship and hire a pilot. He was supposed to help run deliveries and bring in all sorts of new goods, but he went missing. I can't find anyone willing to track him down. I'm worried something bad has happened.
Jasně, tak do toho půjdem, 4. úkol.
I'm not sure. I'm hoping it's something simple, like he ran out of fuel. It's an older ship and it may have had a minor leak. But I know there's a problem with pirates out there. This was Eric's first real piloting job, and I'm worried they could tell he was easy pickings or something. Could just be my overactive imagination. If all else fails, I'm probably going to, but I'd rather not. That ship? I bought it from a sketchy dealer, because it was all I could afford. Seemed too good to be true. I'm not sure now it was entirely legit. So, you see the problem with contacting SysDev. Really? I mean, thank you. I know it's a lot of trouble, but it'll mean a lot to me. I'll try to compensate you as best I can when you bring back Eric and my ship. It's a cargo runner called the Berry Mule. The last signal I got from him was out near Triton. It's a starting place, at least. And try to bring them both back in one piece.
Výborně, další mise. Ale mrkneme se, co máš. Že to nevypadá, že by prodávala jenom něco. Takže zdroje. Já bych určitě potřeboval tady i terbium. Všecko. Wolfram. Ale ten těžím. Stříbro už ani moc ne. Ona má spíš rudy. Bych bral třeba lepidlo, no. A to ona nemá vůbec. Škoda. Těžké časy, ponurý dům. Oděvy. Taky něco střelíme. Aspoň jednu zbraň, třeba 2256, úplně značka ideál. Aspoň se bude mít čím bránit.
Not really. Last I know, Eric was piloting the Berry Mule out by Triton. Then, nothing. I know pirates sometimes get bold and venture into Sol to hit cargo vessels. But it could be something else. Maybe he just ran out of fuel? I don't know. I'm worried, though. Yeah, bye.
Brďo. Vypadá, kdy přijel z nějakých Emirátů chlapec. Tak, tady jsme prošli asi, no, skoro všechno, nebo minimálně tu levou část. Zkusím mít sem konc. Tady jsem nebyl určitě.
There are many stories and films about demons, ghosts, and other entities on Mars. No wonder people here do not take religion seriously anymore. Greetings, my child. Is there any assistance the Sanctum Universum can offer you? Very well. I would be happy to take the time to speak with another child of God. Perhaps you would like to hear more about our benevolent Creator. There is no shame in that. If and when the time is right, God will lead you down your path.
No, jestli myslíš. Pevně věřím ve všemohoucího, který se o nás stará.
Then please, go in peace. The Sanctum Universum will always be here if you need us. In its simplest form, Sanctum Universum believes that God has given us the ability to manipulate the heavens so that He may lead us to Him. As such, we accept those from all the faiths of old, provided they seek faith in the Almighty Creator. Because to truly follow the teachings of our Lord and Creator, you must still have faith. Were He to simply lead us to Him directly, it would defeat the purpose. You see, our mortal journey is still an important part of the human experience. We must learn and grow in our lives. Only then can we prove we are worthy of joining Him in the hereafter. I help run this community center along with my associate, Joy. People from all walks of life are always welcome to come here and share this space for whatever purpose they need. I am also here to assist those seeking faith in God, under the Sanctum Universum, as we lack a true spiritual center here on Mars.
Takže je tady ještě nějaká Joy, s kterou teoreticky budu moc pokecat.
We will always offer assistance to anyone who needs it, regardless if they choose to follow our faith. One is not conditional upon the other. We would never turn someone in need away, and we will happily serve those of any level of need.
Aha, můžu dostat teplé jídlo.
Certainly. We don't currently have the soup kitchen open, but when we do, you are more than welcome to join us. Unfortunately, that is not the sort of assistance we can deliver, except in rare circumstances where we can help organize a fundraiser. Happily. God is wonderful and works in mysterious ways. You may feel down on your luck, but rest assured, He has a plan for you. You may feel free to use one of the community sleep pods, so long as it is unoccupied. We only ask that you take good care to leave it in the same state you find it in. Of course, we are happy to provide. Come back anytime.
Tak, to bychom měli. Tady je ta Joy.
Faith in the greatness and ingenuity of the human spirit is what helped us spread among the stars. Why, hello there. What can I help you with?
Koukám, že máš šipešky.
You come to seek assistance from the House of Enlightenment?
Jeden nad vokem, další u spánku. Já to mám v mozku, děvče, takže...
We're here to serve the Cydonia community in many ways. While we don't have a belief in a greater power, we have faith in humanity that people will always strive to better the human race. As a community, we come together to help those in need. Food, shelter, basic amenities. We'll provide because that's what people do for one another. Yes, the Enlightened serve as a community-centric institution, much like a traditional church, but without religious faith. For it's the community and faith in one another which is important, not adherence to a particular religious dogma. We'll always be here if you need something, or just want to meet people. Actually, before you go,
no, už jsem se lekl, že mi nedá žádný úkol.
I was debating with my dear friend Horace and would like an outside opinion. He believes that faith in a higher power is what inspires more people to be good. I say that more people do good without any promise of divine reward or retribution. What do you think? Ah, that's an interesting perspective. Thank you. I guess when you get down to it, as long as people are good to each other,
budeme neutrální jako Geralt.
To be good. I'll be sure to share that with Horace.
Takže to nakonec úkol není, bohužel. No, prvně se tady rozhlídnu, jen tak jako kvůli časopisu. Víte jak? Ta gravitace, úplně jsem zapomněl. Gól. Gól. Dobře, a teď si budeme pokecat s tím... Počkej, kam utek, Sivan? Tady je.
We gotta find our own way. New to Sidonia? I came to do a little good old-fashioned soul searching. You'd think it'd be easy to find, given it's my soul. But nope. Turns out it's a lot harder than it looks. I lived a pretty quiet life to start, but the quieter things got, the more noise I made. Got into trouble, did the whole teenage rebellion tour, that sort of thing. Dad used to say I was made reckless by boredom, but I think he deserves some of the credit. Have a good one.
Takže tady je hromada občanů. A nemyslím si, že tady najdu nějakýho. Pozor.
Am I in your way? Sorry. No. Oh, I mean, was that too frank? I don't know. I mean, the job pays well, but it's dangerous and hard work. I hurt myself a lot, too. I'm definitely looking forward to my contract being up so I can leave. But I don't really know what I'll do after. Oh, man, this is all so stressful. Well, I guess I am. The thing is, I get injured on the job a lot. Nothing too serious. I've lost a few fingers and toes and stuff.
Tak to je ten, o kterým mluvila.
Dr. Flynn a lot for treatment. I'm pretty sure she's annoyed and sick of seeing me. I don't blame her. I've been thinking about writing her a letter of apology, but I have no idea where to even start. I don't want to come across as weird or annoying. Take care.
Dobře, bude detonace. Tak, zdá se, že jsem asi prošel všecky. Jo, tady je centrální centrum. Takže to ještě projdeme tady dole. Tady jsem byl. Vyber si patro. Hlavní úroveň P1, P2. Tamhle jsem byl. Je časáček.
Takes all types. Young upstarts, former military, ex-con. If you can live.
Vidíte, jak se průzkumy vyplácejí? Oznámení, přestávky, novém. Konečně nám schválili rozpočet na nové důlní vybavení. Další přestávky, soutěživost, nudné. Špunty do uší. Tak aspoň něco tady je. Digitální paklíč. Já si to radši uložím. Balíček karet, nějaký ptákovinky. Já si nic úplně special nenajdem. Takže tuhle část máme taky projitou. Jo, tady je ta frajerka. OK, takže tady jsme jakoby přišli, že jo. Tady je ta centrální centrum. Tady jedno, druhý, to jsme byli. Jsme prošli taky celý, takže tohle máme úplně všecko. Super. Pak mě ještě zajímá teda, co jsou ty patra tady. Schválně to zkusím. Jo, takhle. Jsme vyloženě tady, kde jsou ty těžební stroje a tak. Tady to můžu projít jenom z toho důvodu, že bych tady mohl najít delší časopis. Jsem ale vůbec nebyl.
Still can't believe we finally got all those new mining tools. I was getting tired of my old ones breaking down all the time.
Ty jsi zač, proč s tebou nemůžu kecat? To je jenom prostě miner, OK. Tady to docela big. Když jsme u toho. Nebylo něco nahoře? Bylo. Ty, on se nechyt, to si děláš srandu. No vidíš, že to jde. Vlastně tady není nic.
Sometimes I
Tak, kde máme ten výtah?
People always ask me, Corey, why did you take this job on? Sure is. Mars is rich with mineral deposits, even this close to the city. Although we're also clearing out the space here to make way for possible future city improvements. Not sure what's gonna go here when we're done, how long it's gonna take, or even if it'll ever happen, but it'd be nice to see the city grow. Oh, I'm the blasting supervisor. I help take care of tricky deposits and expanding sections of the mine using controlled detonations. It's much faster than normal mining, but also more dangerous. Not as much as they used to be, but Mars is still ripe with minerals for the taking. Did you know they used controlled particle detonations in the deep mines? Crazy, huh? It must have been awesome to set all that up. I just use regular old explosive charges in my detonations, but I take what I can get, huh?
Ta je do toho zapálená.
That's why it takes someone with my qualifications and supervision to do it right, or else terrible things can happen. About a year ago, some rookie kid thought he could increase his yield, so he strung up a bunch of charges and almost brought down a whole cave. We tightened up safety protocols since then, and haven't had any accidents since. Well, at least none related to explosions. Not my team's explosions, that is. Oh, that? It's a legendary chunk of titanium ore that any miner would love to get their hands on. I can only assume Layla told you about it. She's obsessed, but too scared to go after it herself. Because of the curse.
Jaká kletba.
You do you. Don't let her scare you off. See you around.
You know, mining's fair work, but you can't take it all so seriously, I always tell my mates.
Takže jste v pořádku, máš vybavení?
That's the idea, anyway. Now, if we fail to meet our quotas, it'll be our own fault, not the bloody machines failing to do their job. Shame we didn't have enough left over to fix old Gnome over there. Would have been nice to have another functional robot around. It's fine, anyway. I think we've gotten used to that old broken down talking computer just the way he is. Great, now that you helped us get that new equipment, what a difference it makes. We're pumping out yields that would have taken twice the crew before. As I'm sure you know, we're responsible for supplying resources to Deimos Star Yards, which in turn is responsible for supplying UC naval vessels. That, among other major projects, makes us one of the United Colony's most important mining operations. The prestige and pay that comes with it almost makes up for being stationed at the arse end of the settled systems in the middle of nowhere.
Takže sluneční soustava je prostě o ničem, no. OK.
The who's a what's it? Sorry, mate. I've got no idea what you're on about. Sounds made up if you ask me. But then again, maybe the other miners have been inventing some jargon I'm not familiar with. Best to ask around. Later, mate.
Don't be caught on the Martian surface without protective gear.
Didn't think we had any new miners on account of the positions being full up.
Of a certified safety suit.
Ah, okay, so that was you, huh? That's great. I was just saying how much better the new stuff is. Works like a dream. Thanks. Anyway, I'm Layla. When I'm not mining, I'm tinkering with Gnome, our unofficial mascot. I fill that computer brain of his with all sorts of nonsense and announcements. Of course, if you're here to chat, I'm always happy to talk shop. Especially if you're interested in talking about the heart of Mars.
To je to, co chci zjistit, srdce Marsu, a jinak jsem rád, že se vám jako vybavení líbí.
This is only my second contract, so I think I've been here for what, 4 years now. It's great. I love it here. I'm working on getting those red eyes that are all the rage these days, you know. You'll You'll hear a lot of these other chumps complaining about Sidonia. They say it's boring or dangerous or whatever. Look, I come from an iced planet. These people have no idea what they're talking about. Sidonia is practically paradise compared to where I grew up. Very funny. Who sent you to ask? Was it Rivka? No, she seems to know what she's doing. I bet it was Hank, wasn't it? He always acts like he's top dog, but we all know he couldn't mine his way out of a wet paper bag. Oh, you're a miner too. Funny, I didn't think there were any new contracts starting. Which means you must work for a rival company. And if you think I'm going to divulge trade secrets, you've got another thing coming. Look, I won't report you, because we've all been there. But I'm not going to help you either. I like this job. I don't have any intention of losing it over something like this. Yeah, Gnome's been down here forever. He's also been broken forever. Can't actually walk or do work. And we don't have it in the budget to fix him.
Že by další úkol.
No one's had the heart to junk him. But when I started, I gave him new purpose. I programmed him to tell us local news and announcements. I modeled his responses after my own sarcastic sense of humor. It proved to be popular, so I did what any aspiring comedian would do and gave him a bunch of stupid jokes to tell. People love it. Or at least that's what they say. Why? I mean, who wouldn't want cool blood red eyes? It's kind of a badge of honor thing around here. People know you're hot stuff when you got red eyes. Also, it freaks people who don't know about them. Except for little kids. They always seem to think it's awesome. Either way, it makes for fun social gatherings. Oh, so you're interested in the heart of Mars, are you? Word is there's a cave out in the Martian waste with a gleaming node of the purest titanium ore you've ever seen. It's worth quite a lot of credits, but some say the heart of Mars is cursed. Hundreds have gone in search of it, never to return, and every one of them met a grisly fate. Maybe, just maybe, you could be the first to succeed, though. You know, if you think you got what it takes. No judgment if you're too scared. Fair question. I'm not really the adventurous type, to be honest. And frankly, I don't need the money. So, I don't really feel the need to involve myself with the prospect of a potentially deadly cursed chunk of titanium.
Prokletý, jo.
Because in Roman mythology, Mars was the god of war. His heart is cold, but tough like titanium. One of the miners started calling it that long ago, and the name stuck. Seems fitting enough. What? No. I mean, maybe the cursed part isn't real, but who am I to say? Look, I told you what I know. You can either choose to believe me or not. All I can say is that if you manage to find it and avoid the curse, you'll be a legend around here.
Prokletí to asi nebude, spíš to budou nějaký obranný mechanismy.
That's the spirit. You sure didn't seem like the type to be scared off by tales of cursed rocks. I'll give you the coordinates for the cave. Good luck out there.
Paráda, questík. Nebo činnost, alespoň koukám.
Leaving already.
While Sidonia City Ordinance 5.82 concerning graffiti
Najdi srdce Marsu. Hehe, milerát.
permit has been retroactively granted for the artist behind the Space Frog posters.
I hope we'll resolve this issue with my father soon. If you're still willing, I'd like you to speak with my father. Ideally, maybe you can. He's presumably at the Hotel Vola in Neon. If you
Red Harvest Reserve. Posledně to ale nějak nedopadlo, že nešli otevřít dveře. A já teď nevím, jestli to ještě furt mám, hele. Red Nevím, někde to tam bude. Tak. Andres Jensen.
Hey there. You a new hire? I thought all our positions were full. How about that? Well, if you're interested in mining, I could talk your ear off. Anyway, I'm Andres. Nice to meet you. Something else I can help you with? Let's just say that I've made enough here to retire early if I wanted to, and do something else with my life. Still not sure that's what I want yet, though. Other operations? I'd probably have to put in another 10, 15 years to get to where I am today. Deimos seems to prioritize its employees, which is a nice change of pace from the industry. Just for mining, not work entirely. I think about it every time my contract comes up. See, I'm quite a few systems away from my family. I get to see them whenever I get the chance, but it's hard watching my kid grow up without me. And it's not easy on his mom either. I'm conflicted because the job pays so well. And I want to earn enough so that my kid never has to do what I did to make ends meet.
Dobře.
You're not wrong. It's becoming more and more clear that's what's important to me. But at the same time, they understand. Either way, it's gonna be a tough call. About 15 years now. It's good work. Good money.
No, na tom se shodují
Problem
všichni.
is that it keeps me away from my family. They live well, but I hardly see them. Who knows? Maybe this is the year I let my contract renewal lapse and I finally retire. Heart of Mars? Oh, you best not get mixed up in that. I'm not gonna stop you, but don't tell me I didn't try to warn you. Nothing good can come of it.
Možná tam spíš třeba budou nějaký potvory, který vypadají jako kámen. Pak vlastně ožijou a rozdrtí vás, že jo. Takový nějaký jsme už potkali se Sárou. Tady je další naháč.
Oh, hold on there. Are you supposed to be down here? You could get hurt without proper safety training.
Nepovídej.
Oh, Argos. Didn't know anyone actually survived their operations. Nah, I'm just messing with you. I know Argos. They're good people. Their safety record's actually pretty good. They stand to beef up their security, I hear. But that's neither here nor there. I'm Salmond. Not Sammy, not Sam, Salmond. I don't do nicknames. I've been with Deimos for what seems like forever. So what I'm saying is, if you have questions, no one here knows these mines better than I do. Yeah, I get it. I'm old. To answer your question, though, no. This is the life for me, and I'm gonna do it until I'm dead or can't do it anymore. Whichever comes first. Not much. Been mining this rock for longer than anyone. Going on 30 years now. And before you ask, I don't talk about my life before that. Look, normally I wouldn't tell anyone. But I heard from Trevor how you helped us all out. The short answer is that I was a troubled kid. I stole. I accidentally got someone killed. I went to jail for a while, then came out all reformed. Most of the other miners have no idea, and I'd like to keep it that way. And it's fun to hear what kind of crazy theories they come up with. Like, did you know I was a spy sent by House Varun to steal secrets from Deimos? Ridiculous stuff like that. All I know is that it's bad news, and if you go out looking for it, you're gonna have a bad time. Seriously, just trust me on this one. Forget you heard anything about it and move on. It's it's not worth your trouble.
Adios.
Tak, detonace částic ukončená. Já si myslím, že jsem snad kecal už se všema naháčema. S touhle. Jo. Ještě tady mluvili o nějakým Joumasovi, ale... Co jste zač vy dvě? Jenom hornice a horník. Jenom miner. Au! Teď se jako stalo co? Já jsem asi vlezl do laseru a prostě... Proč se mi to muselo savenout zrovna teď? Já bych si to fakt měl asi ukládat častěji, tyjo. Normálně tady je prostě před 16 minutama. Neli víc. Automatika. Mně je zle, tyjo. Teď chci vědět, tyjo, kde budu. No ty kráso. Je špatně. Takže celý tohle patro znovu, jo. No, každopádně vím, za kým mám jít. Vím, že tady žádný časopis nebyl, takže už to tady nemusím obíhat komplet. Akorát tady... Percival Walker, aha, posílá mě, hledám muže jménem Walker, co když rád piju mezi blbci.
Doc Walker? Well, you're barking up the wrong...
Andy, you. Why don't you come here and tell me what some Vanguard captain wants with Walker?
Tak. Jen tak jako nakouknu, že jo, víte co, nějaký časáček a podobně. Nic, nevadí.
Go have gravel. Stray topsider wanders into my bar asking after a man like Percival Walker. Raises questions. What do you want with him?
Terrormorfové možná ohrožují celou galaxii, potřebuji Percivalovou pomoc, abych je zastavil. Dělám dodávku, blabla, má to vcení záležitost.
Is that so? Well, Captain, then you should have no problem answering a few simple questions about the Vanguard, right?
Ajaj,
like knowing, for example, what supra et ultra means. You remember? Your Vanguard motto?
No, motto znám, ale... Tak to nevím, no.
I see. And tell me, what grade was it you got on your entrance exam? A, C, D+?
Přijímací zkoušky na Vanguard se takhle nehodnotí.
That is right. All right, Captain. Maybe you are who you say you are. But look, even if I decided I was going to help you get in contact with Dr. Walker, Percival made himself scarce for a reason. His debt to the Trade Authority. But if someone resolved that debt, well, Percival wouldn't have to hide anymore. Can bet that person would make a friend out of Percival, and the rest of us devils. And I'm always inclined to help a friend.
No, 3krát se mi to nestane. Mně většinou, když se to stane, tak jakoby udělám to samý a savenu si to těsně před tím, než se mi to stalo. A pak jsem safe. Ale víš co, prostě každou chvíli mačkat F5, potravný, no, ale tak jako... Já nevím, jestli tady třeba nastavit jakoby automatický ukládání, jak to říct, na nějakou kratší dobu. Nedíval jsem se potom v nastavení, ale asi se na to podívám.
Red Devils were the meanest Marine unit the UC Navy ever had. Couldn't get in if you hadn't done at least one stint as a Martian Dusty. Made us tough, reliable. It's why they chose us as the handlers for the UC Xeno weapons. No other unit could handle that pressure. Percival, though, he wasn't a grunt like all of us. Science officer. Made sure the monsters behaved themselves around the Devils, and didn't with everyone else. But it was those monsters that did us in. When the colony war ended and the armistice came down, everything associated with Xeno weapons got shelved, Red Devils included. Now they're just a memory. Me? Nah. Infantry officer. But my grunts deployed alongside the things. Never seen anything like it, before or since. Monsters from the darkest corners of the Black, rampaging across the battlefield. Can understand why they banned them. Brutal. Armistice hurt us more than most, but... wow. Wasn't all bad that came out of that agreement. Well... most straightforward way to take care of this debt would be to just saunter up to the authority and pay him direct, if you've got credits to throw away. Of course, rumor is the Trade Authority keeps all their records and collections files on a central server
nebo to
inside the
smazat.
storeroom. If someone was to break in there and adjust Percival's debt to something a little more reasonable, say a few hundred credits, I'd be happy to cover the costs. And one soldier to another. Sidonia's full of old utility tunnels and crawl spaces. Wouldn't be surprised if there was one that let out right into the authority storeroom.
Jak kdyby o tom něco věděl, chlapec.
Entrance behind the bar at the Broken Spear. Ooh, and you might need these.
Digitální paklíč, fajn. Uvidíme, jestli se toho dluhu zbavím. Spíš to uděláme tak, že si zahrajeme tu stealth misi a změníme to v tom počítači, bude sranda. Už dávám F5.
What?
Tak, tady jsme vlastně nic nenašli, že jo? Co ty seš zač?
Heard you talking with Lou, so you're going to help Dr. Walker? Oh, no, I mean, I've got my suspicions, but look, you're planning to help Percival, right?
To bude nějaký rozmluvka a ten se mi to určitě bude snažit vymluvit.
Oh, good. Percival's a good guy. Listen, I know how you can do it without having to resort to any B&E. Aqueous hematite. Mars is full of it. People think it's just garbage, but Percival and we've been working on some projects in the deep mines. At least when he wasn't slaving away at his trade authority contract. But we stumbled on a way to make it useful and profitable. You give our research over to Octai at the Trade Authority, it should more than cover Percival's debt. That guy's always looking for an angle.
To zní easy peasy, prej. Akorát nevím, no.
No. Well, yes, but the medical kind. I'd help him make whatever the city was running low on that month, and we'd sell it to the miners for cheap. But the Trade Authority got wind and wanted their cut. And then some. It's mostly iron and about 3 centuries of human water runoff, though only Percival would be able to tell you all the trace elements and whatnot. but it builds up around human settlements, and something about the Martian soil changes it, makes it into something new, and we think we found a use for it. Oh, I'm Cambridge. I was Percival's assistant. Well, apprentice, really. Couldn't work in the mines anymore, so he gave me a job helping with some of his side projects. Knows experiments inside and out, and I know this one was gonna be big.
Zajímavé.
Well, yeah. We were never able to finish the research. Spacers moved in and ran us out. Started setting up shop. But if you can clear them out, I can walk you through how to finish the research. Then you can give it over to the Trade Authority. They'll get folks working in the deep mines again. Jobs come back, I become a modern-day folk hero. Then I don't have to sleep on an inflated spacesuit anymore. Biggest employer on Mars has always been Deimos Star Yards. After the Colony War, armistice meant they needed a lot fewer warships. Fewer ships meant fewer minerals. That meant a lot of folks scrounging for work around here. A bunch of parasites and cutthroats. They're folks from the fringes of space, willing to put down anyone who tries to move in on what they've decided is theirs, even when it ain't. Strange this group would pick Mars as a new home. Sure, we're not downtown New Atlantis, but there are places where they'd be bothered less than here. My guess is the Authority tipped them off when they heard we were working down there, and cut off what they thought was the competition, you know?
Strašně moc práce, abych si nemusel kupovat polštář, ale jistě pomůžu. Fajn, mi řekni, kde je ten důl.
Yeah. So access to the deep mines can be found outside the city. It's not far. Shouldn't even need to hop back in your ship. We'd set up right near the main drill. Taking out the spacer leader should get the message across to the rest of them to buzz off. Once you've managed that, phone up here on the comms panel, and I can walk you through finishing the research.
Změň výši Percivalova dluhu, anebo zabij vůdce. OK. Takže mám asi víc možností, jak ho přivízt zpátky. Zajímavé. Takže to je ono. Buď jakoby hrajete stealth a hacky a podobně, což já jako mám. Vyloženě stealth úplně nehraju, ale můžu se prostě pomocí paklíčů dostat už kamkoliv. No, nebo prostě rádi fightíte, tak prostě na férovku se vypořádáte se spacerama. Tak. Vypadáš hrozně defenzivně. Boom. Tohle už jsme všechno to měli, ale já si to samozřejmě musím proklikat.
No. He always... Which means, look, I like this.
Takže vyprogramujete Noama, jasný.
No one's had the...
Dobrý je, že už to nemusíme nějak zdlouhavě číst.
Why?
Že už jsme si to pročetli, já to jenom proklikám.
Why? It's kind of a... Also, a freak...
Srdce Marsu, ano.
Word is that it's worth quite a lot. Maybe...
Proces nepokusila ho získat.
Because in Roman, one of the miners...
Bůh války, bla bla bla.
What? No. Look, all I can say is that if... That's the speed. I'll give you the coordinate.
Super.
Hey, see you around, I guess.
Tak, to by bylo. Co ty jsi za šéfová? S tebou jsem mluvil nebo ne? Jo, to je to vybavení. Jak jde těžba? Radši dám F5, člověk nikdy neví. Jo, to je ta lája. Třeba rychle oběhnout i ten zbytek. Tady je další nahotina.
People always ask me, Gory, why did you? Sure is. Although we're also clear, not sure what's gonna go. Oh, I helped take care of.
Vedoucí výbuchu.
Not as much as they. Did you know? I just use it. That's why it takes. About a year ago, we tightened up. Well, at least not.
Srdce Marsu.
I can only use you. Hey, but you.
Tak, to bych měl taky. Není tohle ten robot? Ne. Jo, tady jsou ti dva.
Hey there. Hey, that's great. The end of my contract. Anyway, I'm on. Just for mining. See, I'm conflicted. You're not wrong. Either way. Let's just say other operation. Deimos seems surprised. About 15 years. Only problem is, who knows? Heart of Mars? I'm not gonna stop. See ya.
To je prostě najednou, no, na tohle bacha, abych to zase nekoupil.
Whoa, hold on there. Are you supposed to be down? Oh, I'm Salmon. I've been with Deimos. Yeah, I get it. To answer your, this is the life. Not much. And before you ask. Look, the short answer, most of the other, like, all I know is, seriously.
Tak, F5. Tyhle dva mám z krku. To je miner. Miner. A myslím, že tady nikde nahoře, myslím, nebylo vůbec nic, co bych jako mohl nějakým způsobem štípnout.
I can't believe Deimos is a psychologist also.
I'm worried if you're still willing. Is presumably okay.
No to je myslím v aktivitách, ne? Tahle frajerka. Tady promoci s beretem. No vida. 5 úkolů. To si člověk nestihl projít základnu a najednou tady toho je, až to hezký není. Tohle jsem mluvil. Tak jo, řekněme, že máme všecky. V tom případě F5. Tady už máme taky nějaký questík a tím pádem jdeme do patra 1. Jo, to je tohle, OK. A tohle patro jsme vlastně prošli víceméně celý. A potřebuju teda centrální centrum, co je. Zjistíte, jestli to je to nahoře, nebo... Nabudovat centrální centrum, to jako nechápu, proč mě to dává sem. OK, dobrá, chápu. A tady už jsme všude byli, takže... Obytná budova. Dobře, Sidonii máme teda kompletně projitou od zhora dolů. V tom případě nás čekají ty úkoly, které jsme dostali prostě zadaný. Ale tady někde byly ještě ty takový ty automaty. Jo, vlevo už vím. Ale podle mě tady nic mít nebudem. Bych tady dal i nějakou misi. No jasně, vůbec nic. Mně se líbilo, že tady tenhle ten servis, kdy vám to vyplatí nějakou odměnu. Tak já jsem měl dostat, myslím, a že si za to beru nějaký poplatek. Tak jsem měl dostat vyplaceno z úkolu 1700 a poplatek byl 2500, tak říkám jako, cože? To bych na tom jako luxusně prodělal. No. Máme 10:30, já si myslím, že to zabalím. A zítra to rozjedu třeba trošku brzo. A pak se uvidí, no. Mám tady 5 úkolů. To je tak akorát, abych měl hotový ten Mars. Když na to tak koukám, tak ještě nějaký město je tady na Jupiteru. Opuštěná základna. Londýnská pamětihodnost. Prozkoumáno, jo, to je země. Cože? Proč mi to nic neukazuje? Tak to tady musím asi objevit. Pravděpodobně. Něco se tady skrývá. Až to tam oskenuju. A pak bych měl mít teda sluneční soustavu hotovou. Alpha Centauri mám projitou. Aha, s tím můžu takhle hýbat. Zajímavé. Serpentis level 55, 60, 75, 75. Hawking, tyjo. Prostě všude, kde jsou nějaký tyhle města, tak bych to tam chtěl projít kvůli úkolům, protože jsem to docela dost přeskakoval. Ale koukám, nějaký systémy jsou prostě absolutně bez nějakých základen. A i když člověk nikdy neví, takže vám popřeju dobrou noc, já teda mizím a zase zítra.